Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny, and welcome to the first episode of Stories from Motorsports International for 2024. Today we have my co-host Brendan, and we have Danny Koch with us. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you? Nice to be here.
Hi, Danny. Hi, Doug.
Hey
Welcome,
Brendan, how you
everybody.
doing?
Good, thanks. Yeah. How are you, Doug?
Doing fabulous. So
That's good.
Danny, where are you at the moment?
I'm actually Vancouver right now. We're a couple of days off between our Daytona events and heading to Sebring tomorrow.
Nice. What series do you race in?
Right now, I'm managing a racing team that races in both SRO and in IMSA. So we have two separate teams that race. Both of them race a Mercedes GT4. So we have two young drivers in our IMSA program. We have two young drivers in our SRO program, and then we have a GR86 Cup program as well going. And we have just recently announced five young kids in go-karting.
That's absolutely amazing. What are your plans for them at the moment?
Um, well, we're very fortunate that we have a gentleman team owner who's been a friend of mine for a long time who wants to help young Canadian race car drivers make it to the highest level. So we are fully funding our drivers, to see where they go and try to help them along their way. We've put together some teams with wonderful engineers, great mechanics, some management on from my side and driver coaching from my side, and we look after these drivers from sort of start to finish with our goal being that they don't stay in our program, that they move up into the next level of racing.
That's amazing, man. What got you into racing?
What got me into racing? Well, like probably most little kids at some point, had a long passion for motorsports. I was actually born in Holland, right next to the racetrack there, and on a good day from our dining room window, I could see when I was little, I could see the Formula One cars going around there on their
Yeah.
practice days. So that kind of got me started. Like most young people, start with some regional racing. Couldn't really afford to do it, so I thought the smart thing to do was to build a race car. Turned out it was more expensive than I thought, and started my racing career that way, and been racing basically all my life. This is really the first year I'm not competing full time. Although there are some rumors and some plans on some things that we're working on for later in the year.
It's nice. What was your upbringing like as you progressed into the sport?
Um, I didn't come from a family that was involved in motorsports. I had supportive parents, and I mean, certainly didn't come from a wealthy background. Like it seems nowadays, if you want to make it in motorsports, you need to have, as I call it, a PhD, a Papa has dough, to in order to get there. And I said to my dad one time, he said, "What can I do to help you?" I said, "You know what? You can't help me enough to make enough of a difference. So I'm doing it on my own." And I guess like young race car drivers do, you go hungry, you quit jobs, you take jobs on, and then when you need to go racing, you quit again, and that's how I got my start in racing. I was very fortunate. I got to move to Europe, and I did some racing over in Europe. Kind of in open wheel cars, and then came back to North America, and that's really when my proper career really kind of took off.
Got it. What was your first start in any racing division?
The first race cars that I drove was a Formula V, so a Volkswagen powered open wheel single seater. Um, it was really actually kind of an interesting deal. The gentleman who helped me get started, uh, I don't I don't know, is it appropriate to say his age now? He's 94 years old. And he still has the same Formula V that he raced when I started racing, and he's still planning on racing this coming year in that car. So he's actually Canada's oldest race license holder. But what's really kind of a neat circle is the young driver that we just brought in to race our GR86 Cup car is actually his grandson. So, from him helping me get started, I'm now helping his grandson get started in motorsports.